What is going on, everybody? Happy hump day. It is your boy TJ, the Jarhead Entrepreneur, coming back at you with another Lunchtime Live. Hope everybody's doing well. We are halfway through the work week if you're not self-employed, because if you're self-employed, there is no such thing as a work week. We're working 24/7, pretty much 365 in some capacity or other. So hope everybody's doing well. Been doing a lot of planning stuff. Got a trip coming up to New Orleans to meet up with some other YouTuber and resellers coming up in a few weeks. So excited to get away from here and kind of get out on a little mini vacation with me and the wife. So definitely excited and looking forward to that. But really been just planning stuff out for the channel, planning out stuff for my businesses, putting a lot of pen to the paper. I sat down yesterday, planning on looking to start a like a tutorial series for like new resellers. It's going to be geared at new resellers. So if you're a seasoned reseller, you may or may not get something from it. But the tips and tutorials that I'm bringing are stuff that I look back on over the 20 plus years that I've been reselling on eBay and now other platforms that I can kind of bring that information forward and what I've learned from others. I didn't learn everything on my own by any means, and I'll never claim to be that guy. But I've been putting pen to the paper. So, this right here, I started working on it yesterday. It's like a tips for a beginner reseller kind of video series, and just kind of going through some how-tos of reselling and eBay and selling things on different platforms. Now, I only sell on eBay and Facebook Marketplace, but a lot of the same principles can be applied pretty much to any platform as far as the ins and outs of like shipping and stuff like that. It might be a unique way of how things are done in that particular platform, but it's going to be geared at a beginner reseller itself. Hello. I see that Buddha of Destiny is here. Reminder was set. Appreciate you being here. Ren K, how's the weather? It's about we're overcast. The rain finally let up. We had some serious flooding out here yesterday. I wasn't worried about like where I'm at in the neighborhood, but we have like a huge drainage area that they actually just recently cleared out. They moved a lot of mud and stuff out of it. When I came back from the post office dropping off some eBay orders yesterday, that water was getting pretty close to the road. So I had to text my wife because my wife would be coming home a few hours later. Like, look, when you come into the neighborhood, be cautious because that water might be crazy. But the rain has let up. It's still overcast, gloomy, about 60 degrees. I'm still walking around in flip-flops. It don't matter. People look at me. I'm in shorts and flip-flops. I'm like, I don't mind it. I don't like cold weather, but this doesn't bother me. I'd rather it be, like this than 108 degrees right now. But so the weather's kind of still gloomy, but Lolo Slots is here. How are you doing? Yeah, Lolo. If you're at work, I appreciate you stopping by. I do not currently sell on Amazon. Not that I can't. I haven't put myself in gear to do Amazon yet. Once we get, I'm focused in so many different things. Like, for me, I've been doing eBay so long that it's just like, it's my baby. Even with all the changes that have gone on, I know it. And I'm not saying I'd like to get into Amazon in the future, but right now I'm just focused on other businesses and stuff that for me, Amazon just wouldn't, even though I know you can box everything up, ship it off and forget it. It's just another thing that I'd have to deal with stuff, worrying about. So right now for me, it just works with me sticking to eBay. I've got a Macari account set up. I'm going to start posting something. I've been sourcing a lot of shoes. I've been finding a lot of good deals on shoes around here. So I think I'm going to do a little posting on Macari and stuff like that and some Facebook Marketplace just to see how, I can tap into those markets a little bit better. Buddha, how are you? Welcome. Full support in the back, being in the back. Hey, I appreciate that. That's all you guys have to do for some, I tell people, these other YouTubers, you don't have to be, I do it all the time. I've got My buddy Paul, his live is still going. I was hanging out in his live earlier. If I opened up my tab, I still got his tab running. I just turned the volume off on his live so that I could get get him some more watch hours, because he's almost close to being monetized. So I'm helping him out as well. So while he's live, I just run him in the background. I've got Motor City. I've got their playlist running in the background. So that'll help us out. But hi, Lolo. Lunchtime. Hey, I'm not as busy as you, Joe. I don't have to be as busy as you, though. One thing, people look at me like, how do you got time for everything you do? Because I don't have to do everything. I'm retired from the Marine Corps. I have a small retirement check coming from that because my ex-wife gets part of it. That bullshit, but I'll probably get. I'm not even monetized, so it don't matter. But that's a whole nother topic. I could talk about that for a year. Anyway, but so I have a 90% disability coming in from the VA. So I have, between that and my wife, who's is a teacher, I have the money. Our bill. Everything I do business wise is separate. We don't pay any bills with it. It literally just is growing in itself. I reinvest all of it back into the businesses. I upgrade equipment, which you guys are going to see because I'm getting ready to drop some serious money into equipment upgrades. I'm upgrading my heat press. I'm upgrading my hat press. I'm upgrading my sublimation printer to a actual sublimation printer. I have an Epson 7710. Phenomenal for sublimation. I made, like I showed you guys, I've made these coasters with that. It works great, but it wasn't designed for sublimation, so the nozzles clog a lot easier than they do like on a Sawgrass 500. So I'm going to invest the money into that machine. I'm still going to use my 7710 because the 7710 can do 13 by 19 prints. I bought it because of that reason. At the time, I was like, okay, I want to do these big, large T-shirt designs, but I'm not really doing that. So, I'm going a different route. I'm starting to upgrade the equipment now, putting money back into the business. We're going to have a yard sale because I got a lot of eBay inventory that I sourced a couple years ago that is really nice stuff, but I decided to go a different route, not necessarily a different route. I decided not to go the route that I was looking at. I was following a couple YouTubers that were doing clothing, and they got me really motivated to go out. So I sourced a bunch of clothing, bunch of dress shirts. I got ties for days, but now the ties, I'm good with listing the ties because the ties take up minimal space. They're pretty easy to list, and they can sell year round. So I've got a tub. Matter of fact, it's in my son's closet. It's probably got 300 to 400 ties in it. So that's 300 to 400 listings I've got sitting in my son's closet that can go up, and I'm going to get them up. We just got a lot going on right now with my father-in-law passing away. We've got the memorial coming up. I've got T-shirts to press. Let me grab, for those of y'all that didn't see, I did get my transfers in from Supercolor. So these are the designs that I did, and I did a simple design just because my father-in-law was not simple. It was simple, but we didn't want anything over complicated. So this will design. I had these transfers done. These will be pressed on black shirts, so the red and white will really pop off. So this was a picture taken here at our house. Probably, I want to say this was Christmas time because that was one of the Christmas items that he got was that hat that he's wearing. And now my daughter is wearing that. But so I will be doing a video. I'll be pressing these shirts probably next week. I'm going to pull my heat press and everything out of where it's being stored, and I will be pressing those shirts here next week, and I'll do a video. I might even go live and just press them while I'm live, but I'm also going to turn it into a video so I can show. I'll probably do a video, and then I'll go live and press some of the rest of the shirts, but kind of give an idea of the process of that, because I'm hoping there's going to be some people that want to do their own shirts and get into the T-shirt business, and if I can be that person that pushes them over the edge. I just had McDonald's. Look, Joe, I just had McDonald's. That's what I had. I had to go grocery shopping. I had to do my house husband duties. I went and did a little grocery shopping, and then I grabbed some McDonald's on the way home, which I need to stop because I'm trying to get rid of this winter coat. But yes, I'm very pro gun. So that is my Second Amendment. This came from Shield Republic. Once I get my brand going with hats and T-shirts, I will have a Second Amendment line as well. I'm very gun friendly, especially here in Texas. I need a reseller, Florida reseller hookup. Hey, Joe, put one together. Get out there. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of resellers in Florida. I know. Matter of fact, the one that's coming, one of them that put this one together that I'm going to in New Orleans, she's coming from Florida. That is Victoria with Adventures Adventures with Victoria. So, damn, I've been trying to sell this stuff, but did well on it. Let it go for past years. Yeah. So that's me. I don't want to do clothing other than I love hats. I love shoes. I'll do T-shirts, specifically like vintage tees, Hard Rock Cafe sports concert shirts, stuff like that. Those I don't mind because there's a special group of people that are out looking for those T-shirts. You don't get a lot of the hassles. It's not, a lot of them are collecting the shirts, so they don't really care about, does it fit properly, or does it, did you give the right measurements? So I don't mind those. I don't mind sports jerseys and equipment, stuff that I'm really, but like I said, I have probably 20 or 30 nice suits that I was going to list, but I just couldn't do it. Yankee Southerner Paul or another. No, this TV and couches. I'm moving. There you go. I'm actually setting up. I moved my eBay stuff into a 10 by 20 storage unit so that I can make room for a home gym. I got to. Everything's got to go. Yes. We're going to downgrade when we move. We're buying a house in 2 years, and we downgraded a lot when we moved from North Carolina to Texas. I mean, we cleared a lot of stuff that went to the dump. Just stuff that me and my wife, we literally, that's how we did it. We tackled every room. We packed it. Well, she pretty much packed it other than the garage. I had her go through and stuff that we just weren't using. If it was mine, she, because she didn't know if I was selling it or not, she would set it aside. But we downsized tremendously. We fit everything in a 26-foot Penske truck, plus my wife's car, which is on the trailer, packed full, which is her little SUV. So we made it happen. I even brought 12 or 13 fish all the way from North Carolina to Texas, and they made it. So we had an awesome trip. But I'm in Miami Shores, Florida. It's an expensive treadmill. My dad bought it for me to learn how to walk again. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm glad you're alive. My cousin's, my ex-wife's cousin, we talk more than anything right now. She got hit by an 18-wheeler here in Texas a few years back. It was scary. MP3 plug has speakers. So if you know anyone, I'm content creator trying to edit. Okay. I'll definitely, there's plenty of people that might be able to help you out. Also, if you're looking, it's just a place, Fiverr, Fiverr.com, has got a lot of awesome people there that do things like logo design. My logo, which is right here. This logo was created on by a Fiverr artist, as well as the slogan that's going to go on the back of my shirts. You guys are going to see those coming soon. I've got to send my order to Supercolor to get my logo and stuff for my T-shirts, my merchandise T-shirts. So those are coming. But Fiverr artists, there are Fiverr artists that you can link up with that will do editing for you. So it's a place you sometimes with Fiverr though, you got to kind of tread lightly and with your expectations. There are a lot of them from other countries, but you can choose the country of the person you want to deal with. But I've never had any problems with Fiverr. I've seen people that have had problems. I'm pretty thorough with what I tell them what I want, and they're really good at getting the product back. Like this, with my logo and stuff, I had a couple small revisions I had the guy do, and I mean, he was on it. He did them real quick. I have full access. I can do this. I can take the white spray outline around my silhouette. I can take the flag off. I have this just the bulldog head if I want to use it. So he gave me a lot of stuff, but there's a lot of stuff people out there that do it. And another thing to do is locally throw an ad up on Facebook Marketplace saying, "Hey, I'm looking for an editor. I'm looking for somebody to edit videos." And then you guys got to talk around the talk the money, the I guess the money and how everything's going to work. But Miami-Dade furniture. Joe is actually in Florida. I'm not sure what part he's in, but Joe, this guy right here, Joe the Breadman Reseller, he's in Florida and he buys all kinds of stuff. So you might want to link up with him. Do I have wheat pennies? No. I collected some silver coins. If I come across silver coins like nickels and dimes and quarters and stuff, I got a little baggy, but I haven't really got into coin collecting themselves. Heck yeah. Hey, yes, definitely. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of tutorial stuff coming. Like I said, I'm back in the groove. The last 6 months, I had 100% focus on my father-in-law as his main caregiver. So, oh, sweet. What part of North Carolina, Buddha? I was in the Jacksonville, North Carolina area, right outside of Camp Lejeune. I lived in a town called Steeds Ferry, which is on the backside of Camp Lejeune, but Wilmington, Jacksonville area. There's where Joe's at. Sarasota, Bradenton, Sarasota. So that is where. Lolo, it depends on what you're wanting to sell. Amazon is an amazing place for things, but there are things, and you could look. There's things that people buy on Amazon and flip on eBay because they're selling for more on eBay. So they both have great markets, and it kind of depends on what you want to sell. For me, when I start to do Amazon, it's going to be for when I do what they call retail arbitrage. That's where you go buy things at like Walmart clearance, stuff like that, and you sell them on Amazon. So they're brand new items that just got, you sourced them cheap and you sell them on. Now they do sell used stuff on Amazon. So you just got to kind of, I would recommend start with eBay first. The reason being you can learn everything you need to know about eBay, which is a lot simpler, and get the hang of that and then do Amazon. Not saying you can't do Amazon without doing it, but if for me, if I'm recommending somebody, I would tell them to start with eBay. And the reason why, the way I'm going to tell you to start, and that's one of my tips. The tip I have, number one, is start by selling 10 items. Find 10 items around your house and list those up on eBay. And once you sell those items, because eBay is going to start you off with a small amount of listings. You can't just go start listing thousands of things. They have to verify who you are, and you got to kind of grow with how many things you can list. Like now I can list thousands of things now, but they'll start you off with a limit. So I tell people the first thing to do is find 10 things around your house that you don't need anymore. Learn with how to do the research on eBay. You're going to look at if you go to filters, you can look at what they call, you'll hear the people say sold comps. That's where you filter and you just click on the sold items. It'll say sold and completed items. That'll tell you what those items sold for. Here, let me do this. Let me see. Let me bring up another screen here. I'll show you. Let me throw this up here. Throw eBay. I don't know. We'll look at here. I was looking at beaver nuggets from Buc-ee's the other day. So let me see if I can pull this up. So here we'll all right. Let me go to share screen real quick. See if this is going to work right. There we go. All right. So as you guys can see, okay, these are beaver nuggets. These are the place called Buc-ee's. If you don't know what Buc-ee's is, you're missing out. Buc-ee's is like a truck stop on crack. They have anything. I don't spend less than $100 every time I visit Buc-ee's. They've got everything. But these are beaver nuggets, which is one of their hottest selling things. So I was looking it up earlier. But if you'll look right here, you'll see where it says sold items. right here. Okay. So what you're going to do when you want to see how much an item is selling for, these are what people listed them for. They're listing them 2 for $24.90, 1 for $5, 1 for $12.50. So these are just the listings you would pull up if you were to search beaver nuggets. But that's not telling you what they're selling for. That's telling you what people are listing them for. So then you just go down here. When you click on sold items, both sold and completed will pull up. So now you can search and you can say, okay, the last beaver nugget that sold, somebody sold one for $7.94. So you can kind of click on that listing. They sold it for $7.94 with $3.99 standard shipping. So that's a sold comp. So if you hear somebody using the term sold comp, that's what that is. Now you go down here, this one sold for $14.55. So you can see the difference in what they sold it for $9.99 shipping. So, and they've sold 8 at that price. So you can see the difference in what I tell people to do. I'm not always the cheapest. I'm not always the cheapest at all. I kind of look at the trending things and then, oh, no, I mean, if you know anyone for my moving, I got a lot sell. Okay. Hey, you could either do a yard sale. I mean, or throw an ad up. If you're familiar with Facebook, Facebook has what they call buy sell trade groups. Throw up an ad that you've got some stuff to sell, and you'll get some people that will be looking to buy. Like, you're going to find probably some resellers that probably might look at, or you can list the individual items to do that. Oh, going to Asheville. Okay. Asheville's up just west of Charlotte. That's the mountains. So you're going to be up there near the mountains. Wheat pennies. I had some. I live near, there you go. He lives near Rosie O'Donnell, Jerry Springer, Dick Vitale, and Carlton Fisk. We are going to rent first, she said, and we're going to buy a house. She has bought a stove countertop. We need to sell and washer and dryer January. But, yeah, hopefully I'll see them in there. Yeah. Like I said, all you got to do is, I saw my collector car sold for yeah, I'm telling you, a lot of places are using eBay now to price things. So like here, you can see there was a Buc-ee's t-shirt. They probably got these t-shirts on clearance because Buc-ee's will put them on clearance every so often. They probably hit Buc-ee's on a 50% clearance, got these shirts for like, $10, $7, $8, whatever. And they're selling, they sold one for $17.37 plus, free standard shipping, which a t-shirt you can ship first class. As long as it's not one of them thicker ones, they'll ship for first class for a few bucks. But yeah, so I mean that's how and I'll go through that one. I'll explain some of that stuff. Like I said, I'm going to gear them towards people that have absolutely zero clue with how to get started selling, and that's the people I'm targeting. But there's a lot of information because I watch a lot of YouTubers. I've been on eBay for 20 years, and I still watch people. This Luca? We saw this Luca? This Luca's not going nowhere. I don't think I have any Lucas that could sell that cheap. I got a stack of rookies right here. They're in the drawer. I tell you what though, I learned my lesson with Luca, Beisol. Matter of fact, let me see if I'll pull it up. You guys want to see why sometimes sport cards suck? Let me show you. I'll show you what something sold for that I used to have. Now, mine wasn't graded, but just the potential because it was fresh out of the pack. I mean, I got to see if I can find it again. I know it's in here. I know one of them's in here. But I'll show you what the most recent ones. Well, I don't know if there's one listed. I know there was one listed, but I couldn't find any recent sold comps. But let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find the card. Where are you at, buddy? Where is it at? This is it right here, but this isn't the blue one. Okay, let me put optic. Yeah, I want to kick myself because let me tell you, we could almost bought a house with a card I used to have, and I'll show you what it sold for what a graded one sold for. Now, mine wasn't graded, mind you, but it would have graded well. It definitely would have graded at least a 9. Okay, they're not. One hasn't sold recently, but let me go. I know there's one listed, and there's one listed for pretty much what it's sold for. Here's one. Here's one. This is the card right here, and this one's not graded. Okay, this one's not graded. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna show it to y'all, and then I'm gonna show you what I sold mine for. I want to kick myself every day, and I tell you what was bad. This right here. This is the 2018 Donruss Optic Blue Fast Break Luka rookie out of 50. Okay, I had this exact card. If you don't believe me, go to some of my type in my playlist. Type in Optic Fast Break, and you will see the Luka in the background of some. You watch some of my earlier box openings, and you will see that card in the background of my videos. Okay, y'all see what this is listed for? This thing's listed. Somebody's got this listed for $12,000. Okay, I'm gonna tell you a graded one. The last graded one that I saw on eBay sold for $21,000. Anybody want to take a guess at what I sold mine for? Anybody want to just take a guess at what I sold mine for? This right here could have bought me a good piece of property. Yep. That's it right there. I had this exact card out of 50. I hit it. Matter of fact, if you watch, there's a video where I recorded. That's here. This is the $25 one. I have that one. It's right here. This is the one I paid $25 for. This one's worth about anywhere from $1,250 to $1,800. But this card right here, and this one's raw. So you see what they're selling for raw. Now, I sold mine for $400. $400 because I needed the money, and it was his rookie year, and he hadn't really done too much yet. There was a big Luka craze, but I didn't. It had just, these cards had just come out, and I held on to it for a while. But we needed them. I used the money to go, buy some other stuff for the business, whatnot. But I sold this card for $400, and I want to kick myself every day. Now, the only saving grace is, like I said, I have hit a bunch. I have Luka rookies for days right here sitting in front of me. One of them that I actually, when I bought this one for $25, I also got this one, which is a green. This is the luminance green. I also got the luminance blue, and I got two of the optic base. There was 5 total Luka rookies. I got all those for the $25, but it doesn't make up these cards. Like I said, the last one I saw sold on eBay graded. It was a PSA 10, and there was also a PSA 9. They were over $20,000. $20,000. Now, my biggest one that I still have that's not graded is right here. I have the Prism Mosaic. So I have his Prism Mosaic rookie. I'm waiting for all the hoopla with the grading to kind of figure itself out. I was going to take all these down to my local card shop to get in on their group grading. But with it being shut down right now, I just decided to wait. Wait till PSA gets everything figured out. They're also under investigation right now, so who knows if they're going to be a thing. The green is pretty. The green and the blue, the luminance, they're awesome. So, but yeah, this is my baby right now. This is a PSA 9. Let me go back to big screen. But that right there, that's my baby right now. So, but this is just to show you sometimes you got to be comfortable if you're selling collectible stuff that, things, they change price all the time. You just never know. I mean, one day, I bought these Zion Williamson Funko Pops when they first came out. I bought 2 of them, hoping, with everything crazy he's doing, they're still selling for like $15. They're still selling for what I paid for them. I paid $14.97 through GameStop. I ordered 2 of them. I have one here that I'm going to give away, and I have another one that's back up on my shelf with my Luka. I'm actually going to be going to the Mavericks playoff games, so I'm going to be taking this with me, hoping to catch Luka at the right time and to get Luka to sign this, hopefully. So I have my Luka, but I'm waiting to see where we're going to seed. Right now, we're going to be in the playoffs. It's just a matter, we're like a game and a half above. If we'd have won last night, we would have locked up not have to do the play-in tournament. So we're only like a game and a half, I think, ahead of the Lakers for that playoff, that play-in thing. So we just have to win one more game. But yeah. So when you're selling collectibles, stuff like that happens. You gotta be able to, sometimes I don't want to sell sport cards because, sport cards they're always changing. So you'll never time it just right. There's no way to time it just right. I mean, let me see. I gotta see where they're at. I mean, like these Patrick Mahomes, I've got, Patrick Mahomes cards. They're constantly changing prices. I try to go through and look at stuff, but sometimes I just don't. I just list and forget because, I don't got time to go back and check every card I've listed to see where the prices are at now. Somebody gets a good deal. I list things for what I'm okay selling it at, and I go from there. But to get back to that, like I said, for me, I would tell people that are new to start on eBay. Anna, how are you doing? You're not crazy. I'm crazy. Look at the crazy pic I sent you. Oh, shoot. Did you text it to me? Or did you do it on Facebook Messenger? Oh, hey, I trust me, Joe. You forget, I lived up in Hurricane Central up there in North Carolina. I've seen stuff like that all the time. People pumping gas into stuff that doesn't belong. Yeah, this is all. Green is pretty. I'm doing all right. I can't complain. I'm on the right side of the dirt today. We're pushing. We're at hump day. Now, one thing I just decided today, I'm looking to add another live show. And that live show is going to be hosting auctions. I'm not going to auction anything. I'm going to host other resellers that want to sell things. So I'm looking at doing like a hump day live auction Wednesday nights. I got to talk to the wife because that would be impeding on her time. So I just got to, run it by the wife. She's going to be okay with it, but I'm going to catch hell somewhere. I know it. I just know it, but it's okay. It's okay. She knows that what I'm trying to do, and I'm grinding hard to get this channel monetized so that we can do some big things for the reselling community, for the veteran community, and just to help others in general. So getting this channel monetized will be, I've got that big goal. My goal for the channel, my personal goal, I just want 100,000 subscribers. I want to get the silver play button on my wall. Anything else is extra. All the money, any money I make is extra. But the friendships that I make along the way and being able to know that my channel made a difference helping other people start businesses or that just need that little push to continue their business or to give them a tip that they may have not thought of. Me and Joe talked the other day, and one thing that we both are, as far as resellers, is we think outside the box. And you'll hear me say that a lot. If everybody thought inside the box, we'd all be selling the same stuff. So sometimes you got to get creative with what you're doing. And that goes for YouTube. That goes for your sales posts, how you word things, how you list things on eBay, what you list on eBay, what you're selling on eBay. Sometimes you got to think outside the box. And a point I can show you is, if you'll notice, go through for those of you that have a Walmart, and Joe, I know your Walmart sucks with the clearance aisle, but go through your Walmart clearance, scan some of those items into eBay. You're going to see a bunch of them listed. And there's a reason for that, because they all went on clearance at the same time. So sometimes you got to think outside the box, and you got to plan and say, you know what, I'm going to buy this stuff now, and I'm going to list it, 4 or 5 months down the road. So sometimes you got to be proactive. You got to think, but I'm always trying to think outside the box. I'm always trying to get one step ahead. I tell my kids, they will never catch me slipping. They'll never be one up on me. I'm always going to be one step in front of them until I die. And I'm still going to be one step in front of them, because that's just the mentality that I have, to always try to be looking for different creative ideas. And that's why I have a lot of hobbies that turn into money makers, because things I do, fishing. Okay. I love fishing. So I'm a catfisher. What do fishermen need? Weights. How do they get weights? They buy them, right? So I went out and bought all the molds. I have 20 pounds of lead that I'm going to be melting here soon to make weights. I'm going to be selling them locally, but I'm also going to be selling them on eBay. Because why? There's at times when I was in North Carolina, you couldn't find weights in the area I was in, because all the tourists were there and all the bait shops that had those weights, they were sold out. So I just looked around on eBay and I said, you know what, people are buying it. So I found a guy that has pretty good prices on the molds, and you guys are gonna see it, because I'm gonna show you on a video. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna do a video or even a live stream melting the lead and pouring the weights. So think outside the box. Sometimes if you get creative, you'll make money. And I'm not saying to people, if you find an item that is just hot and you can get your hands on it all the time, roll with it. There's no shame in that. If I could find me a supplier that found me 1 to 3 items that I know I could get my hands on whenever I want them, and the market was there for me to freaking just, constantly do it, that I'd be on it in a heartbeat. And that might come in the future. And that was where I would be the one. That's where, at that point, where I might go to Amazon. But like I said, sometimes things sell better on eBay than they do on Amazon. Sometimes they sell better on Amazon than they do on eBay. So you just got to kind of figure out what you want to do. And like I said, I'm putting this little tutorial together. It's going to be a quick video. So it's it's just a tips video. So I'm just literally trying to get right now I have 10 tips. And I'll just keep adding to the list as I go, but I'm going to make that beginner series and kind of teach people. I want to break down, the second step I tell you, and these aren't in any order, but tip number 2 that I want to tell new resellers is to learn shipping, how to ship different items and different ways that are available to ship. So you don't get, the biggest thing somebody can get in trouble is either not charging for shipping, and then the item that they listed sells for less than the shipping cost because they didn't know. So that is number 2 on the list. And that's why I put it there, but I don't have these in any particular order. But I tell people to learn how shipping works. What is defined as first class? What is priority? What different ways can you ship priority? What does FedEx charge for that same item? What does UPS charge? There's different ways. Shipping can make you or break you. You can make money on shipping by charging a flat rate for certain items like shoes, or because shoes weigh different things. So if you're charging a flat rate that pretty much covers the heavier end, you can make a little money. And that's what the companies do. Okay? So it's not something that, some people are like, oh, you don't refund the difference in shipping? No. Because if y'all are old enough to remember, we used to have a term called shipping and handling. There's other fees associated with shipping than just what the cost of the label is to ship that item. You got the cost of the box, the cost of the wrapping material, whether you wrapped it in bubble wrap, you wrapped it in paper, you bought styrofoam peanuts. For me, for sport cards, I have team bags that I put things in. I have this is the backing for like magazines. Like when you put them in a sleeve, I cut them up into 3x4 squares, and then I put them. When I sell a sport card, I take the top loader, I put one of these on the front and the back, and then I slide them into a team sleeve, into a team bag, and then I seal it, and then that's my card ready to ship. But then these are just generic eBay. I bought them with my coupon. They're just thank you cards that my wife was generous to donate her beautiful penmanship and sign them for me. Sorry, guys, my autograph's not on there, but it's okay. So I include that. When I ship a card, I ship it with that. I ship it with one of these, and I put the packing list around it, and then that goes into an envelope. If it's going into an eBay standard envelope, these are what I use right here. I use these cardboard mailers. They're 8x6. This is what it all ships in there. Joe, this is what I was trying to tell you should be using for sport cards that are under $20. I got these on Amazon that was like 100 for like $20 or $27, something, $17. I can send you the link. But these are 8x6. They fit in the eBay standard category for the size of the envelope, and never had a problem with them. So you definitely, shipping is a big thing that new resellers need to know before they dive in. My mindset when I'm purchasing something to resell, the first thing that I think about is how am I going to ship it? Once you've done it long enough, you can kind of guesstimate weights. You kind of know what a certain weight is going to cost to ship. You know, if it's over a pound, it's going to have to go priority. But then there's other options in priority. You've got flat rate shipping. You've got envelopes that are flat rate. You've got regional A, regional B, and each of those have two different size boxes. One is tall and one is wide. So there's a lot, and I'm going to break those all down in this little series. So I'm going to break down the different ways to ship, and I'm not going to be able to cover everything. I can only cover what I know. But I always tell people I'm always learning how to ship. I learned when I ship. Let me bring you something. I was trying to figure out the best way to ship liquids because, and this was before I bought these. These are what I was telling y'all about. I bought these on clearance for 50 cents at Walmart. I'm selling them for $16.99 all day long plus shipping. Walmart only sold these for $4.99 to begin with, and I'm selling them for $16.99 all day long. And I'm selling them. I have 3 different scents, and I've got people buying 1 bottle of each just about every time. But the way I ship those, I want to know how to ship, the best way to ship liquids. Luis, my man. Biggest thing I capitalize is overseas shipping is using eBay shipping programs. Yes. See, only thing I ship overseas, I use the global shipping program. That's just for me, just because I don't want the liability. The ones I have fit through the cardboard piece that the post office had that I had, they have to be, it can't be no more than 1/4 of an inch. That's the thing, but that won't be more than 1/4 of an inch. It's not even close. When you put, now the way they did their deal was it had to be less than 1/4 of an inch. You can put 4, you're supposed to be able to put 4 in a package. I weighed 3 pretty much with top loaders is almost at the 3. It's pretty much the 3 ounce mark, but you'd have to lay them individually flat, obviously, to get them that way. But it's supposed to be less. I've never even had anybody put one through I take them up there all the time. But Luis, what's going on, brother? Appreciate you stopping by. But so, like I was saying, I wanted to learn how to ship liquid stuff, and that was way before I even bought these. So I went looking and came across another YouTuber. I can't remember who it was, so I can't give them proper credit. But they put me on to these bread. They're called bread bags. So they're in Walmart. You see, they're great value. They're in Walmart. They're in the Ziploc section. They've got these little bagels on them. And all they are simply is a plastic bag. It's a clear plastic bag. There's 100 of them. I think they cost me like $3. So $3.29 maybe. It might even be cheaper. And so what I do is I literally I do them individually. The reason even when I send multiples, I can fit 3 of them in here, but I take them, I put them in here, I get a little bit of the air out, I just spin them around, and then I tie them off, and that goes in the bag because if anything happens to that, I don't have to worry about it getting all over the box. But I also, when I ship them, I also take this tape right here, my painter's tape, and I'll tape it both ways over the thing so that this won't spin and pop out. So that's the other thing I do. Real cheap, but you know, I learned that from another YouTuber, and that I constantly am going on YouTube and I'm learning things because different people ship different things, they source different things, they teach different things. So what better way to learn than somebody that's doing it? And that's what I want to bring my reseller to. I just want to kind of be able to go over something. I'm going to be doing research as I'm doing this series because I want to bring the latest and greatest. If you're shipping sport cards, if you're dealing with sport cards on eBay, they just changed the category. They had an email that came out about the categories. So essentially, it doesn't really affect me because I pretty much just sell singles. So it really wouldn't affect me. But people that sell multiple stuff, you got to be careful because now the item specifics are going to pretty much put everything. If you don't pick like set or like collection, I forget the titles that they had, but they're automatically going to go in singles. I only list singles. Unless I list a bulk lot, but they're still technically single cards, but they'll be like one player. They'll be like 3 cards of one player. But they're getting it all for one price. So to me, that's not really going to affect me, but it might affect some people. So, always keep up with the times and what's going on with that platform that you're selling on because things do change. They constantly change. But like I said, I'm working on that, and those would be very informative videos where I can share experiences, I can share failures, I can share, the good times and the bad, because I want to be as transparent as possible. Life isn't always good as a reseller. Sometimes you're going to have things that happen. You're going to have crazy customers you got to deal with. You're going to have, like me, I just made a mistake last week. I sold an item here. I'll bring it up since I'm having fun sharing my screen. Let me go to my solds. You guys don't want to see, like I said, I ain't listed in a couple weeks, and I don't list a whole like I should be. So y'all don't want to see my, let me see, paid and shipped. Paid and shipped. Where are they at? There it is. Like here, I'll even show y'all. Y'all think I'm kidding about this 3 stuff. Let me go share screen. How does that look for y'all guys when I share screen? Is it pretty decent? Like, I don't know. Like, is it big where y'all can see it? Because on my end, it's a little bit smaller only because my screen isn't full, I guess. But these right here, you guys can see I just sold. This is how the listing. Now, the way I have these listed, I have them all listed here. I'll pull it up. So I have them all listed together. Malibu Hemp Body Moisturizer, 18 ounce. And these are the 3 scents or flavors, whatever you want to call them. You don't eat them, so they're scents. Vanilla bean, very berry, very Mary berry, and sugar cookie. So what they do is they literally can go here, and I have them listed by scent. So they can grab like vanilla bean, and they can put one in their cart. And it'll tell them. So you see here, I sold 7 of the vanilla bean. The very berry Mary sold 7 of those, and the sugar cookie, 7 of those. And I don't have. I said I usually people buy them in groups of 3, and the way I have shipping set up, shipping is $8.99 for the first one and $1.99 each additional one. And what that does is I can almost ship one pretty much. It's going to go first class. I mean, not first class. It's funny. They say they're 18 ounces, but some of them, that's 18 ounces by volume or whatever you want to call it. I've weighed a couple of them. I actually put one in a box, and it was right at the 16 ounce. But not all of them are like that. They're all a little bit different. But so they can, like I said, they can just ship one. They'll put them, and then they purchase them. But these are how I have the pictures. I pictured the 3 of them. Oh, here, I got to do it over here. I keep wanting to click on the. So then I have each one listed because they obviously have different things in them because they have a different scent. So I've given close-ups of each bottle on my dining room table. Makes a great backdrop because it's a nice natural wood, and then I gave them so that they know the ingredients of what's in it. So in case they're allergic to something, I'm not going to be held liable for it. But they sell pretty good. I bought them for 50 cents. So I just happened to find them in a Walmart. But, the mistake, let me go to the mistake I made. Okay. You guys see here. See, here's a couple of my auctions that were sold right here. This person right here. So this right here, this Funko Pop right here, It's a 2 series one. It's a WWE with $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, and IRS. Now I have 3 of these. Well, I had 3. I've sold them all, but I had 3 of these, and I also have another one of these that has 2 different Funko Pops in it, 2 different people. What I did is I sold all 3 of these on the same day, the same $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, IRS. 2 went to one person and 1 went to this person that I sold it to. I accidentally sent, when I grabbed them out of my tub, I didn't realize that I had 2 different ones in that tub. So when I grabbed 3 of them, I thought I grabbed 3 that were all alike. I didn't look. I sent 2 off to the one person, and I sent the wrong one off to this person. So she messaged me and was like, hey, I really, you sent me the wrong one by accident. I want to know, my daughter's going to an autograph session, a signing with it. I want to know if, you could get it to me in time. I really don't want to get a refund. My daughter's really excited. So that's when I realized, oh crap. I went out to the tub. Sure enough, I had the wrong, I had sent the wrong one, because she sent me a picture of what I sent. So it's not that I didn't believe her, but I didn't realize that I had those 2 different ones in there. And so I grabbed the right one, but one of the corners on the back was damaged. So I messaged her and said, look, I said, I do have the right one. However, I just noticed that one of the corners was damaged. She's like, you know what? My daughter doesn't care. She's going to this signing. We'll take it if you can get it to us, blah, blah, blah. So I immediately, the next day, I told her, I said, look, just keep the other one. I messed up. Keep the other one, because by the time she would have shipped it back to me, I would have, even when I resold it, it wouldn't have mattered. I wouldn't have made any money off of it. So it was kind of one of those, you just tell the customer, hey, just keep it, rather than send it back. I immediately sent one out priority mail the next day. And she got the signing was on Saturday, and she got the item in her, it was delivered on Friday. And then let me see if this is it. So check this out. So her daughter was real thankful. She gave me a shout out on Instagram, but her account's private. So the mom sent me pictures. This is the mom with Ted DiBiase and IRS, and then sent me a picture of the Funko Pop autograph. I haven't posted these on Instagram yet, but so there is the autographed pictures, the autographed Funko Pop that was signed by IRS and Ted DiBiase. So I thought it was pretty cool. Sometimes you do make mistakes. It's how the customer service that you give somebody is going to go a long way. I could have easily said, no, wait for you to ship it to me. When I get it back, I'll send you the right one. That's not the right way to handle it. Like I told her, just keep it. I bought these on clearance at Walgreens because they're Walgreens exclusives. By the time, like I said, it cost me $10 to priority mail that one back to her, or to the new one. So by the time I would have gotten the other one back and been able to resell it, I would have been out of money anyway. So I just told her daughter, who was a wrestling fan, and it was another WWE set. I was like, you know what? Just tell your daughter to keep it. I'll eat the cost of it. It's the cost of doing business, and I made it right. And then I got positive feedback. She even wrote, shipping was jacked. There was a mistake made when shipping. Seller corrected it. I'm very happy. Daughter's very happy. Everybody's good. So people do make mistakes. We're human. It's just how you react. You're gonna see some craziness if you're a new reseller. So if you got to be ready for that. At the same time, there are some scams out there. There's scams in everything. There's email scams. There's scams on eBay all the time. So I don't want y'all to be surprised if you're a new reseller. You got to be prepared for that stuff. But customer service for me, and if you go to my eBay store, I tell people one of the things it says is customer service is priority number 1 for me. I want to make the seller happy. Now, I haven't had, I've had a couple issues with people sending me, lowball offers and then stalking me every time I send an offer out on a card. He sends back some lowball offer like, you haven't sold this yet, blah, blah, blah. I'm in no hurry. And I just politely, I either block them if they're getting crazy, or I just tell them, look, I'm not in this to lose money. I'm in this to make money. So I'm okay with waiting if I have to. So I definitely will cover a series doing that stuff and how to, start an eBay. I might even start another store as part of that series and walk people through how to set everything up. Everybody that's a new reseller, if you're not reselling, you're going to be on managed payments from the jump, so you won't have to go back and worry about switching from PayPal over. I've been doing eBay before PayPal even existed, back when you had to wait on a check or a money order. So I've been through some changes with eBay big time. But I think there we go. I'm back. All right. The comments the time wasn't matching up, but so like I said, it'll be geared towards that new beginner, but you could always learn some of the older, and I'm still going to give tips and stuff so that any reseller might get something out of it. But maybe then I'll do a middle ground one where I do a little more advanced stuff, or how to source. But I got some things coming. Like I said, that we get these next couple weeks out of the way, get my father-in-law's memorial out the way. It's going to be done Memorial Day weekend, so there's a lot of family coming in. I got to press T-shirts. We got to get some things ready for that. I've got to move a lot of stuff over to my storage unit for eBay to get it out of the house to make room for other stuff. So got a lot going on. My biggest thing that I've been doing like the last week or so is just putting pen to paper and getting organized, getting the channel organized, getting some things organized with like for future videos and stuff like that. But I lost my pen. Where did my pen go? There it is. But so got some things in the works. Got a lot of things. And I appreciate those that stick around, even though when things aren't necessarily up and popping. I appreciate y'all sticking around and hanging out. And these live streams are just kind of this is a time that I could definitely go live and talk about stuff. In the future, maybe we'll call it a listing live, but right now it's just a lunchtime live. Talk about anything and everything. If you guys that are on the East Coast, hope you guys are not running out of gas. I see a bunch of places closing down gas-wise, but oh, did I freeze, guys? I wonder if because I reset StreamYard, it's still showing me. Oh, I wonder if I did not go live, huh? Is anybody who's out there? Is anybody out there? I'm wondering what happened here. Let me see here. It's showing me still alive, but Joe, are you out there? Is anybody out there? Type something in the chat. I see there's two people. It's showing, but is it frozen? I'm not seeing any comments that people are typing. And my tablet froze over here, so I'm just trying to make sure that it's still showing me connected, but I had to refresh StreamYard because it looked like it was frozen. The timer even froze, but may have to restart a stream. Let's see. If you guys are in the chat something, pop something in the chat so I can see it pop up. Just because I'm not seeing, like I'm seeing two people showing two viewers. The timer's still going like I'm live, but I'm not. Let me see. Let me go on my phone and see if I'm live there. Oh, I think StreamYard froze on me. No, I'm still showing live there. Oh, I think StreamYard froze on me. Okay, I guess we are. We're good. So. No, I'm still showing live there. All right. All right. So we will just keep pushing. Hopefully, maybe StreamYard is acting crazy, but like I said, appreciate everybody that's hung out with me. I do these live streams. As you guys see, the Lunchtime Live is done every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am looking at doing another live stream on Wednesday nights. I got to put the paper together. I'm going to put the stuff down on paper, figure it out. What I want to do is I want to host auctions I want to host a live stream for other people to sell stuff. I'll bring 2 to 3 people in, maybe 4 at a time, or however many I get that week. Or I definitely want to get 2, and let them sell things, and I'm just going to kind of control the auction itself as far as the worrying about the chat, the items they're selling. Like, let them concentrate just on selling and not have to work the chat, work the live stream. They can just be focused on live stream. I'll be able to gain the watch hours that way, gain the community, and then eventually maybe I'll sell some stuff. I might even pop in and sell an item or 2, but the main focus I want to do is to help other people that may not want to go live. It's because they don't want to host the thing. Give people a platform to sell on. It might even be other. I have a lot of people that sell sport cards, so I definitely want to host. I will do a sport card auction probably once or twice a month here in the future once we get things a little settled down. Summer's going to be a little busy for us just because we plan a lot of traveling. Like I said, we're going to New Orleans in the first week of June. We're going to Florida at some point. We're looking to be up in New York the beginning of July. So, we've got a lot of travel plans this weekend, but I can still go live from my phone. So I'll still be able to do live streams and I'll be dropping content. I'll have my tablet and everything with me. And I might even have a new laptop. I have a laptop, but I might upgrade my laptop just because we plan on traveling. That way I can still drop a lot of content and stuff and not be tied down, because I'm going to have my cameras and everything with me. So definitely. So if you guys are out there, leave a comment, because it doesn't look like, it looks like I'm live, but I don't know. I can't tell. Let me see. This is saying, my tablet went offline. So I wonder if I lost internet connection for. Yeah, that might have been it. Might have lost internet connection. So if you guys are out there, I'm only seeing one, but I don't know who that one person is. Maybe I'm running in the background of somebody's feed, but it's still showing me live. When I go, when I pull up my phone, it's still showing me live. So I guess I'm still live. When I pull up my phone, it's still showing me live. So. Okay, yeah, we're still live. So we are still live, but nobody's watching me. But it's okay, because everybody has a life except for TJ. So, okay, now I'm seeing 3 pop in there. So if you guys are popping in the chat, drop me a message. Let me know you guys are here, because I had an issue with either StreamYard or the connection to YouTube. It looked like it was frozen, but I'm not seeing. Doesn't appear to be frozen, but I don't know. So if you guys are here, it's showing 3 watching. One of those I know is my phone, so that's 1. If you guys are in the stream, drop something. Just let me know that I'm still live, that I'm showing up live. Showing up live on my phone. So definitely want to make sure that that I'm still good. But we'll be live for another hour. So I usually go live, like I said, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, as the ticker says, till I use about 2 hours. So I have to pick up my kids at 3:20, so I usually shut down at 3, get out the door, give me 20 minutes to go to the bathroom, do whatever, feed fish, whatever I got to do, and then I go over to pick up my kids, and then I'm back. So then I'm popping in other people's live streams. But like I said, I do want to add an auction, but I heard somebody else is going to be doing a Wednesday auction, so I don't want to bump heads with somebody else that's doing it. But there's so many people doing so many things that every time I'm just going to have to, if 2 people want to come hang out, hopefully I can get 10, 15, 20 people in there. We can make some people some money, and we'll go from there. So I appreciate you guys that are here. If you guys are watching this live stream, you guys are definitely appreciated as well. I appreciate all the support. A lot of people have messaged me. A lot of people are running my playlist in the background, which I definitely appreciate. I need to get my watch hours. Nana Tink, if you're watching, I appreciate you watching. She's commenting on some of my stuff and running my playlist in the background. Both Nana NASCAR and Nana Tink Treasures. I appreciate you guys. And anybody else that's running stuff. That's one way you guys can help your fellow YouTubers or your favorite YouTubers. If they're not monetized, even if they are monetized, run their playlist in the background. For me, I have an all videos playlist. So you guys can go to that, click on it, and I put every video that I post in that folder. So if you go on there, you can hit that playlist, play all, and then there's a little button that says loop. If you click on that, it will just continuously loop that as long as that device is on. So like for me, I at nighttime, I've got somebody running 24 hours all night. I run them on my tablet. I turn the screen to where it doesn't affect me in the room. Turn the volume down as low as I get it, or I just plug the headphones in so I can't hear it, and then I run their playlist all night long. So that's the way to do it. It's the way you can help your favorite YouTuber get watch hours, run the ads. If they're already monetized, they're getting the ad revenue, stuff like that. So that's a great way to help your fellow content creator or your favorite content creator if you're not a content creator. But yeah. So what's everybody got plans? Anybody got big plans for the weekend? As for me, me and the wife have some yard work we got to do. We've got pretty much 2 weeks before family's coming. So we want to replant the front. It's not a garden, but there's a little area with some bushes in front of our house. That's we're going to pull out the rock or the pieces of rock that created like a little border. They're all in different shapes and different angles and stuff. So we're gonna pull that all up and re-put the bricks down, and then throw down some mulch in underneath the bushes to kind of beautify it a little bit. And we're gonna do the same in the backyard as well. Me and my son, we're gonna build we're putting a canopy, a shade canopy over our back patio so that we can enjoy that we can enjoy being outside in this Texas heat in the summer. So with family coming, we're gonna put some lawn chairs out there underneath it. I have a pond that I've got a pond out there running right now. I'm gonna add a couple more. We're gonna build some wooden frames, make it kind of nice, put a couple wooden benches out there. Then I'll have my grill, my smoker, and all that outdoor fun stuff out there. Eventually I got to build a little shed, like a little shed to put my my smoker in so that it stays, because it's an electric smoker, so it doesn't get damaged in the weather, and I can leave it out back. Right now it just sits in my garage. So I'll probably build a little thing to go on it so that it'll be weatherproofed. But we've got a new grill. We're getting ready to go get one of those Blackstone 36-inch flat grills. So we can cook some massive stuff outside. I want to be cooking breakfast stuff outside. You can throw 2 dozen eggs on there with no problem. Cook some Maine omelets, sausage, whatever you need to put on there. So yeah, so we got a little bit of stuff to do. I want to go to a place called Trader's Village, which is like an outdoor swap meet, and going to do that. But is somebody in here? Oh, there you go. So okay, good. Now see, I think my chat's frozen. My chat is not showing. I haven't seen somebody pop in the chat in a little bit. So I'm going to end this broadcast and start it again. If you're in here, I'm going to end it, and then I'm going to go back and redo it. I'm just going to go live again immediately. So unless somebody pops in here, let me see. Because I'm looking at chat. Chat's not moving. I'm going to use my phone and just test the chat to see if it's popping up live. It may not be, but it shows me live. So maybe the chat's okay. So I just popped in the test chat. So okay, cool. So I'm live, but I'm live by myself. What up? but that's okay. We're still going to keep going. We're still going to have a live show. We're still going to keep rambling our mouth, talking about things. Like I said, hope everybody on the East Coast, if you're dealing with gas shortage, it sucks. But if people would just relax and calm down, there wouldn't be a gas shortage, because those gas, the people that resupply the gas stations, they have a month's supply of fuel. However, those gas stations calculate how much fuel they use, so their delivery schedule is set up at a certain time. They can't go back out and change that. They can't ask for immediate. So if people would just relax and calm down and stop trying to fill up anything and everything they can, like the picture that Joe sent me, you wouldn't have any shortages. You wouldn't have gas stations closing. You wouldn't have any of those problems. So please, guys, relax and just know that the gas is there. It's not going anywhere. There's plenty of it. But if you rush and say, I'm just using numbers. Say a gas station sells 1,000 gallons on average in between deliveries. Okay. I'm just using a hypothetical number. Say they have their setup to where they calculate, okay, from this date to this date, we sell 1,000 gallons. So we have that much fuel on hand because that's what we average, plus a little bit more. If everybody uses that 1,000 gallons up in 2 days, where normally that was, say, let's just say a week, that's 5 days before they're getting their next delivery to refuel that gas station. So guess what? That gas station is now out of gas because people got crazy and started just filling up. You know, I seen pictures of people filling up. Here, I'll show y'all what Joe sent me. You know, Joe sent me this photo. It's of a lady filling up just a freaking storage container. That's unsafe to begin with, people. That's unsafe. That's unsafe. That container is not designed to have fuel in it. Will it hold it? Yeah, it'll hold it, but there's no need for that, people. There's no need for that. If everybody would just calm down and relax, the fuel's not going to be it's not going anywhere. There's a month supply on hand. So that gives them a month to get the issue fixed with the pipeline. And from my understanding, they already got it taken care of. It's already back operational. So all that panic and stress is because people freak out. They freak out. And they're not properly planning. You can't plan for a gas outage, but there isn't a gas outage. People found out that a pipeline was compromised and being shut down for a short period of time until they uncompromised it and got it taken care of, that they freaked out and rushed and went and bought all the gasoline they could. That's not how we need to do it, guys. You know, you fill up your car as normal. Here in Texas, you go to a gas station, there's no lines for gas. People are just, because the rumor was that the East Coast, that pipeline supplies the East Coast. That pipeline supplies Texas too. It's just the East Coast is where the East Coast doesn't have those pipelines, so it also does the East Coast. And what does that do? That triggers inflation of gas prices. It was already going to go up because we're coming into summer, people. So the gas prices were going to raise. Now, because there's a shortage, and I hate to say it, companies are doing it because, the price gouging, it exists. You know, we're not in a declared natural disaster. You know, those prices are going to slowly increase, and they can do that. There's nothing stopping them. But we're creating our own disaster, guys. We're creating our own thing. So just relax and know that the gas is there, and it's not gonna, it's on a schedule. The gas stations have a schedule of when they get a delivery, and it's almost impossible to change that delivery date because they're on a schedule. Okay, because the company that delivers the fuel knows they have to deliver X amount of gallons of fuel to the stations that they're in charge of, so they have the gas coming to them in a certain amount to deliver the product. So it's a cycle, guys. It goes from Texas to the all the stations, to the places that deliver the fuel, that fill up those tankers that come to deliver your fuel. So just take a step back, fill up your tank, and relax. It's going to be okay. I hate to say government issue, just conspiracy, whatever, but you notice people aren't talking about COVID right now. They're only talking about gasoline. So is it a diversion? Who knows? Who knows? If you guys are in here, pop a message down in chat, because I'm not seeing anything in chat other than what I popped up. So I want to make sure everything's good. I did a test and it seems to be okay, but there was like a glitch in StreamYard, like the time froze for a second. So I don't know if the whole broadcast froze and disconnected. StreamYard through YouTube, if there's any little misconnection, it'll cut the stream real quick. And I might be just talking to myself to hear myself talk, but it's okay. I'm crazy like that. I got papers to prove it. But so yeah, that's like I said, this weekend I want to go to Tradersville. Let me see what the weather looks like on Saturday, because it's an outdoor place. So it's supposed to be sunny and 78, partly sunny. So I'm down. So I'm gonna do a little recording out there. I'll do some. I'm gonna source, but I might just record and then do a voiceover after, kind of talking about things. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll record it, watch it, and then if I don't like the way the footage and the commentary and whatnot comes out, then I'll go over and do a voiceover and just kind of. But I want to show y'all everything, because there's like two kind of areas. There's an area that has like hard buildings, that are actual structures where people have like their booths set up, and so they're always there. And then you have an area where it's like a yard sale. You pay, you buy a spot. So you pay $10, $15, whatever it is. I don't know what the pricing is. Let me see. Let me look, Traders Village. I want to see what the going rate. I thought about setting up out there, taking a bunch of stuff one weekend just to get rid of it. Let's see. Become a vendor. Here we go. So an uncovered open space at Traders Village. Let me see. Let me pull this up for you guys. I'll pull it up over here. I'll bring it up. I'll show y'all what I'm talking about here. All right. Let's do a little share screen here. Let's see here. Windows information. There we go. All right. Let's do. There we go. So, so you guys can see there. So an uncovered open space runs $27. Let me shrink this down a little bit. Hold on. I'm shrinking it down so it doesn't overlap. All right. So $27 for Saturday, an uncovered open space. Saturday corner. It says, okay, $28 for a corner space. So $27 or $28 for a corner, $38 for Sunday, or you can do $62 for the entire weekend. They have these large covered spaces, which they're like a big awning. It's like a big metal awning. So those spaces are only $2 more. $37 for Sunday, $29 for Saturday, or $67 for the weekend. Those spaces are 14 foot by 20 foot wide, and you can park vehicles in this space. The other spaces are also the same price, but they're just same size or outside. So you can literally just pull up your vehicle and park in the space and go. So these are kind of, there's these covered expo spaces. They're about the same price, but they're 10 by 20, but you can't park your vehicles. Okay, those, the large expo, those are ones, it's almost like an indoor building. Then you have like, these are the locked space. So you could have a locked space for $285 a month, or a corner space for $315, or they have these little kiosk size that are, here are the prices here. But so that is where I plan on going this weekend. Like I said, they have a little bit of everything. Like I said, they do have some people, they have some rides there, so you can ride rides. There's a little area with some rides for the kids. But that is where I'm going this weekend. Like I said, it's a big, huge outdoor like flea market. I'll probably send my wife and kids over to the rides, because you could get a wristband for $13 and they could ride whatever while I'm filming and stuff, because they kind of tend to get bored. But they have they have a little bit of everything out there. So look for that video to drop sometime next week, probably Tuesday. Maybe I'll drop that video on Tuesday. But that's where I will be this weekend, is at Traders Village. Here's where it's at. Like I said, you go to tradersvillage.com/grand-prairie. That is the website for that. So if you're a reseller in that area, this is a great place. You just never know what you're going to find, especially the outdoor area where that's like a yard sale area. So you never know what you're going to find out there. And it could be, like I said, it could be hit or miss. Last time I went, it was blazing hot. It was in the summer when we first moved here. I wasn't in the eBay mood. Like, I wasn't trying to source. I looked at some stuff. I mean, I went and looked at all kinds of stuff, but I wasn't in the, but this, I'm taking money this weekend. We're going, hopefully looking for some action figures, some video games, just about anything. I mean, and like I said, you can tell there's people out there that buy pallets, like liquidation pallets of Lowe's, Home Depot, Costco, whatever it is, Amazon, and they'll take those pallets, direct all that stuff out there. You'll see the brand new microwaves, the Lowe's products, the Cobalt, the Ryobi ones from Home Depot, all that. They'll just have, their whole area will be full of those tools and stuff. So those people are out there. I'm going to go look for some tools. So Leroy, if you're watching, I might be hitting you up. I have a good knowledge of tools, but if there's something I don't understand or I don't know how to sell, like I said, I'm pretty knowledgeable with looking stuff up, but I might be hitting you up to get some more knowledge on like the best way to ship or something, like, how to lot stuff up. But pretty good when it comes to tools. Like I said, I've got a whole garage full of them, but they're not like my necessarily, I wouldn't call them my niche, but there is money out there, and the Flippin' Sports guy has kind of proved that. So he posted that nice little sale of those wrenches he was selling. So definitely going to be keeping an eye on that if I can find a good. I'm gonna try to. My goal is to go out there and buy some bulk. I want to go out there and buy some bulk stuff, but if you guys are in the chat, I see there's 2 people popped in here. Drop something, let me know you guys are here, just because there was an issue earlier with StreamYard, and like it glitched, and I don't know if people are actually here or they're not here. I know one of them was my tablet, but my tablet went offline, so it's not my tablet. So I might actually have 2 people here watching, which is nice, but I'm not seeing anybody in chat. So you guys pop in and just drop something in the chat and let me know, hey, I'm here. Thanks for stopping by. You're an asshole, whatever you want to say. It doesn't bother me. It don't bother me. I got thick skin. I'm one of the people, my wife will tell you, I don't care what people think about me personally. I just roll with it. There we go. I got me on the big screen now, but then you can't see the chat. So I'm just kind of playing around with StreamYard, guys. If you're wondering what I'm doing, just but if you guys are new to the channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure it's not red anymore. Hit that thumbs up or that thumbs down. It doesn't bother me either way. And hit the bell notification so you guys are notified anytime we go live. Walker Babe, hello. How are you? How are you doing? At least I know somebody is here now, because, like I said, it was kind of weird. There was a glitch in there. But, like I said, I am live Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm also looking to add possibly a nighttime auction hosting. I'm not going to be doing auctions, but I'm going to be hosting people that want to sell stuff. So if you are interested in that, hit me up. I'm going to post something on Instagram, all my social media, for people looking for people that want to sell. And we'll set that up on my channel, and hopefully we get a good turnout. I'm also live every Saturday night live with Jarhead. That is a show that is an anything goes, no holds barred, adult entertainment welcome kind of thing, that we can just kind of let our hair down, which I don't have much, but let our hair down, get buck wild, and chit chat, hang out, and close out the week and start the weekend right. That goes from 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern, and it usually goes about 2 hours. If we've got a good crowd, we'll go all night. It doesn't matter to me. I'll just get dirty looks from my wife, but that's okay. She understands. So be sure, like I said, be sure to hit that thumbs up. It helps the algorithm know that people are here. And last but not least, as far as my live streams, I do go live every Sunday night, scratching Texas lottery tickets. I just picked up this week's lottery tickets. So we've got 2 $50 big boys. We have 5 of the newest Texas Diamond White $20 tickets. We have some of the $10 100X to cash. Love these tickets. We have a few of those. These are the newer $10, which are the ruby red 7s. So you find 7s or matching your numbers. There's also second chance. And then we have some of the emerald green 7s. As of right now, there are 20 tickets going on. I might go grab some low boys, some $2 tickets to scratch, or maybe some more $5. I haven't decided yet. So as of right now, there's 20 tickets. Let's see, there's 100, 200, 250, 300. There's $320 worth of tickets right now that are available. So I do scratch those, as the ticker says, every Sunday night live. I will also be dropping some lottery videos throughout the week, maybe some 1 scratch ticket, little short videos, maybe some 3 scratched, some smaller sessions. But my big weekly live stream, that's where these go. I also do giveaways on those live streams, which I forgot last week, so we're going to make up for it. Trust me. So one person gets both of these tickets. There's a lucky dog, $2. These are lottery tickets to support Texas veterans, as well as a veteran cash. So you guys have a chance to win cold hard cash with those drawings, or with those giveaways. And I said I missed last week, so we're going to do 2 winners this week to make up for last week, because I totally shut down the show and forgot to do the giveaways. So we're going to make up for it and do 2 of those giveaways this weekend coming up. Hey, listening and lurking. There you go. Hey, Kay, what's going on? Appreciate you stopping by. Can't wait for you to go live tonight. That'll be 9 o'clock. I'll be on my tablet, so I'll be kind of listening and watching. That's my queen's time. That's her. But that's why I asked. I want to make sure you when you were going live. And the reason I asked it was gonna be a regular thing. Just I try not to bump heads with people when they're going live. And so, people that I know, I can't, obviously, and we're going to always bump with somebody else going live, but I like to kind of know people that I like and that I know personally, that when they're going live. So I kind of avoid those, even though Paul will say I don't, but I did think of him. So Paul, if you're lurking, yeah, you're welcome, buddy. But, I do want to. I've been tossing around that idea, and some people reached out to me about that auction. So I think I'm definitely going to add that auction. I think Wednesday night. Wednesday night's a good night for me, just because it's like middle of the week. We don't really have a lot going on. I'll run it by the wife, because that is going to cut into her time. But my wife's done. She's a teacher, so she'll be off working here about 2 weeks anyway. So it won't be so bad during the summertime, but. I definitely want to host some people that want to sell auctions. So if you're watching this, I'm actually going to do a separate video as well. I'll probably film it as soon as I pick up my kids. I'll film it and try to launch it on the channel so that people can see it and say, hey, I got an idea. Who's with me? I want to get at least 2 people a night, probably 3. Three is good. 3 or 4. I've seen auctions with like 4 or 5 people. So If I know, and with me hosting it, and all they got to do is concentrate on selling, they can pop in and out. I can pop them in and out. But I want to host the auctions and let people concentrate on selling their stuff and making some money, and then I can get the watch hours for the channel, which will help the channel a lot. And I might do a little selling here and there, but at the beginning, I just want to be the guy running the auction so that I can kind of, like I said, they can have their full attention on making money and whatnot, and then I can just kind of control the chat, control the bidding and stuff like that, and have a good flow to the auction without somebody having to do that. So if you guys are watching this now and you're interested, hit me up on Instagram or email me at thejarheadentrepreneur@gmail.com. All my social media contacts are in the descriptions of all my videos and lives, so you definitely can hit me up there and get that information. But like I said, my biggest focus these last week or two has just been putting things on paper, getting some things organized, getting some things set up with the channel, with the businesses, with summer coming up. And, we've got a lot of trips that we're planning. So got to kind of find a balance on it. And that's what I want to do before I started getting knee deep into some stuff because I definitely want to expand my t-shirt, my crafting business, plus my eBay business and my Etsy store. Etsy, I've neglected Etsy for a while. I listed some downloadable designs like 2 years ago, and that's the last time I'm still making money on them. They sell every so often. I get a couple of them. I get some people that are still downloading the designs, and they'll start downloading them around Christmas time because they're Christmas themed. But I want to start putting some more things up on those. I want to dedicate a little more time to do some design, especially now that I'm going to be doing the t-shirts, because what I'll do is certain things I don't mind other people using. So certain designs, I'm going to do them and sell them, yes, but I'm also going to sell the design so other people can sell them, and I can make money off the design that way. So if you're looking for something custom made, hit me up. If I can't do it, I'll probably be able to point you in the direction of somebody that can, because I'm in a lot of Facebook groups and stuff that do crafting and do woodwork and do a little bit of tinker and everything, but I tinker in a little bit of everything. And if it's something I'm interested in, you might get me to start adding that to my repertoire. I love taking hobbies. If I think I can make money on it, I'll roll with it. I'll fire it up. I've got a garage full of tools, woodworking tools. So if it's stuff that needs to be built, I'm looking to add a 3D printer to the arsenal. So I'm going to get into some 3D printing because there are some things in the car club scene that I had some thoughts when I had my Camaro, some things that could help people that do car shows with displays and stuff. I also want to do some 3D printing for some stuff for my aquariums, as well as sport cards. So I want to get one and play with one and just see what I can do with it and where I can take it. And then I also plan on, like I said, I plan on adding a laser engraver because I want to make coasters like this. This wasn't made by me, but this was given to my wife at her last school. This is just done. I go to the trade shows for the companies that sell the equipment. So this is just a laser. It's a laser engraver cutter, but so stuff like this, it can be done. I had a 2017 Camaro RS. I'll shoot a link here. I'll put a link to the Instagram it has its own Instagram page. I just recently sold it. I traded it in for my truck, but let me I'll bring up the link so you guys can kind of see. My Camaro was dedicated to a buddy of mine that died in Afghanistan. I still have some of the stuff, but here is the link to the Instagram. You can check out. I did everything except for the trunk insert. I did all the work was custom done myself. I did all the painting, decals. Obviously I bought parts, but everything was put on. I had a lot of sponsorships on that car. And when I traded it in, like I said, a lot of that stuff was dedicated to my buddy that you guys will see on the page, Stassor Davis, that died in Afghanistan. The car dealership gave me all the custom parts that that involved him. They actually, I didn't ask them to, but they took them off. When I came back to finish the paperwork on my truck, they had taken all those custom parts off and had them in a box for me and gave them to me. So I have them in my garage. I'm in process of building a display for those pieces, because the piece that goes in the trunk that says freedom isn't free, that has LED lights. So I'm going to build a box to put that in and wire it and change the plug so I can plug it in, and that'll be in the background once we get the craft room set back up after my father-in-law's memorial, because we're using that room to put some air mattresses for some family that's coming in. So after that, I'm gonna go in there and build all my workbenches and stuff and my desks in there. I'm pretty much gonna have a U-shaped desk that goes pretty much all the way around that room with all my equipment on it. But thank you, Kay. Yeah, it was. I was kind of torn with that car. I didn't want to get rid of it, but we were so upside down in the car. I needed a truck, and they were able to get me out of the Camaro without losing any more money. They actually took a $2,000 loss on the Camaro to get me out from underneath it. And like I said, and they gave me all those custom parts back, which I thought was pretty cool. They didn't have to do that. I didn't ask them, but I mean, I had brake caliper cover. The calipers and the brake covers were sponsored by MGP covers. Those were out custom made. They say, they had Freedom Camaro on one of them, and then the back one said like in memory of, Then I had a custom plate that was made underneath the hood that had all the information about the car, and it also had a tribute to him. Underneath the hood, that display in the center, I did all that myself. So yeah, I was kind of torn trading it in, but I had to. We just had to trade it in because of what we wanted to do to try to buy a house, and the time was then to get out of the Camaro. But I'll get another one, and then I'm going to do the same thing with it. So I'll get another car. I'm a big 300Z fan. My very first sport car was a 94 300ZX. Here, I'll bring it. I've got it on my Facebook page. I missed that car. I didn't get a chance to do what I wanted to do with that car just because it was having a bunch of electrical issues, and I ended up having to sell it rather than dump more money into it just because of where I was at. But let me see here. Let me see if I can find where's my Z at. I know I've got a picture somewhere. Yeah, here it is. Well, I don't know if I can make this bigger. Let's see. Only problem is this picture was taken before real cell phones existed. So the quality, and it was small, but there's my 300Z. There's a better picture of it. That was when I moved from Missouri to North Carolina. I had it loaded. You see how redneck I am. I had a lawnmower behind my sports car, but that was it right there. I love that car. That car was, and I had a chance to buy that car back. Funny story is the guy I sold it to, I sold it to a friend of his who sold it to another Marine, and I was looking for one, and there was a guy selling this same car for $1,000. I'm like, what are the odds? Because I hadn't seen one. What are the odds? So I had him send me some pictures, and the gas tank, I put the carbon fiber gas cover on. It was still there. Some things that I did inside to the interior were still there, so I knew that was my car. But the guy had destroyed it. The guy that owned it tried to turn it into a track car, and he had gutted the interior out for the most part, ripped a lot of stuff out, ripped the passenger side seat out. It was all tore up to make it way less, because those 300ZX, they're heavy cars. They're small, but they're heavy. They weigh like 2 tons. Those little cars weigh over 4,000 pounds. They're heavy, but they're quick. So he wanted like $1,500 for it, and I offered him $500. I was like, they had spray painted like an anarchy symbol on the front of the hood, like with spray paint, like they had just trashed the car. The car had been trashed. So I offered him $500 as is, but he was stuck on $1,500. So I almost bought that car back, but I'm going to get another 300ZX, but this time I'm going to get a twin turbo, and then I'm going to rebuild it from the ground up. So I'm essentially going to buy one, pull the motor, rebuild the motor from the ground up, and then I'll turn it into a show car again. So and then that one will also be dedicated to my buddy. But so little things some people didn't know. Yeah, I love the car club scene. My son, the first thing he asked me when we bought the new truck, he's like, "Dad, when are we putting lights inside it?" Because I love LED lights. So that car, the Camaro, had LEDs on the inside and the outside, underneath the hood, in the trunk. And I had LEDs wired everywhere. And I still, matter of fact, I still have. I got sponsored by a company. I have about $800 worth of LEDs for a Camaro in my garage right now, brand new. I still have lowering springs for that Camaro in my garage, brand new, that I never put on. So I got to actually list those and see if I can move them, because those are like $500 springs. So I need to list those and see if I can get some money back out of them. But yeah, so I said it, but it was time. I needed a truck. Camaro wasn't, suitable for what we needed and what I do, hauling. I love hauling stuff. I'm always going to Lowe's, Home Depot, I'm always building stuff out of wood. We have my wife's SUV, but we don't want to, I don't want to be putting wood all the back of there all the time and tearing it up. It's got a cloth interior, so it's not and it's not that long. So we know I needed a truck, so we went ahead and traded it in. And I said, they got us out from underneath the Camaro without owing any more. So now I have a $55,000 truck. So, and I'm going to drive that thing till it falls apart. So plan is to pay it off and then just drive it till I can't drive it no more. Because I'm not going to use it for much other than daily driving, stuff like that. I'm going to, once we buy property, I'm going to buy another older 25 or 3500, because I'll be hauling cattle and goats and horses and stuff like that. So I'll buy another older truck just to do all that hauling stuff. This truck's, as I said earlier, it's too pretty. So those that are going to New England, they'll see it. It's fully loaded, leather interior, every bell and whistle it's got. But it's nice though. It's got a full 120 volt outlet in the bed, so you can plug all your like a table saw. You can plug anything you want right in the bed of my truck. There's a power outlet in the back of my truck, as well as one inside the cab. So you can hook a laptop. You can plug a laptop right into my truck inside the cab. It's got an actual outlet just like you have in your house inside the cab. So it's nice. I didn't really want to pay, what I paid for it, but it's a sporty. It's a 21 Silverado RST. So it's got the upgraded towing and the towing package, as well as the shocks and stuff. It's got the upgrade. It's got the Z71 off-road package. It's a diesel. It's a 3.0 diesel. So it's got the baby diesel. So it's great gas mileage, which I love. And like I said, I don't drive it. I've had it since November. I haven't even put 1,500 miles. They keep emailing me. The service department keeps emailing me saying it should be about time for you to bring that in for an oil change, but I'm not even close. Like, I'm not even close to to need an oil change yet. I mean, I know you're only supposed to go X amount of months or so many miles, but like I said, I've only put like I think I'm at like 1,430 miles on it, because I just don't drive it a whole lot distance wise. It's gone to Dallas and it's gone to Fort Worth a couple times. That's really it. Everything else is kind of locally. I'm not close enough. The farthest I got to drive to really do anything is like less than 15 minutes. So where we're at, we can be 15 minutes. We can be on the other side of Arlington. I can be in the Grand Prairie. I can be in Mansfield. I can be into, Fort Worth in 20. Dallas, parts of Dallas in 20 to 25. So don't really have to drive it a whole lot to get to anything. But it was something we definitely needed. And like I said, I really didn't want to get rid of the Camaro, but it was a 2017. I only had 25,000 miles on it, 26,000 miles, which was one of the reasons the guy said that they were able to give me to take a loss on it, because they could probably regain that with no problem because of the low mileage. And matter of fact, I traded it in. We had just bought tires on that Joker. It had $1,200 worth of tires that were less than a month old when we traded it in. So I hadn't planned on necessarily trading in, but the opportunity came and I went and talked to the guy and they made the deal happen. So, but it all happens for a reason. So I don't like my truck payment, but I love the truck. Truck payments more than some people pay in rent, but it's all good. My wife's got a good job. She pays my truck payment. My wife pays a lot of the bills, but we've got a good system. I do all the budgeting. My wife does, she does all the cleaning and organization type stuff around the house. I do all the cooking. I do all the budgeting, the finance stuff. I just tell her what we've got left, what the budget looks like as far as monthly expenses, what's left over, which we've got a pretty good, because we've paid everything off. We paid off all our credit cards. We have one monthly payment, which is on our bed. And the only reason I did that is because it's 0% interest, but it gives us a payment history on something. But we use our credit cards for everyday expenditures, and I just pay the credit cards off every week because we get cash back. So if you guys are looking for budgeting tips on stuff like that, financial stuff, I got it in the book. It's in the works. So like I said, my channel, I'm going to give a little bit of everything, because that's why it's the Jarhead Entrepreneur. It's everything I do to try to make money, as well as set up my household for future business endeavors, i.e. we're going to go into the real estate marketing area here in the near future once we buy our house. But I got about 13 more minutes. So if you guys pop in chat and you got any questions for me personally, it doesn't matter. Everything's open with me. I'm an open book. Drop them in the chat. Appreciate everybody that's hung out. Everybody will be watching this later on. Still got Paul K. If you're watching, I still got Paul on the other channel running. I'm running his channel so he can get some watch hours. So I got him running.
Say, Paul, when you come up here for that beer, what you
matter of fact, a lot of his live streams are what's rolling right now, because I was watching his live. I left his live, even though I left his live, I left it running so he'd get the watch hours. But because I know Paul's really close. So, but that's where you guys can help me the most. If you guys go to my playlist and you see the play all videos, if you guys hit play all, and then you hit that little loop button and just play that in the background of while you're doing something else, that will help tremendously. I need to get a lot of watch hours. So it's a game now, because once your channel's over a year old, and you're going to lose hours and gain hours. So it's all a 12-month total. So it's a running total. So every day, if tomorrow, last year I had say 40 watch hours in that day, I'm losing those 40 watch hours when the day turns over. So you got to replace them. So I've been stuck right around the 1240, 1250 mark for the last week and a half. So these live streams are helping when people pop in. They're helping. The videos will be dropping. Like I said, I'm going to drop a video starting tomorrow. I'm going to drop a video every Tuesday and Thursday. So be on the lookout for that. It'll be some kind of educational video, tutorial video, haul video, something of that nature. And then if you're here for my lottery content, I'm just going to drop those. Those are going to be random, just because I don't. I have the live stream that does the tickets live on Sunday, and then I'll drop a video or two. But I want to put the solid entrepreneur type content every Tuesday and Thursday. I'll probably drop those in the morning. I'll probably drop them at I'll set them to drop at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's usually when I drop videos. For some reason, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time has been good to me. So I don't know why, but I might do some premieres. But the way I'm working, trying to schedule the channel and schedule my time, Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm leaving open for me to go do sourcing, to do, recording videos for just doing that leaves my day open. That's why I left those 2 days open. So as you see, I'm live Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So I have to come back. I have about 4.5 hours before time that I drop my kids off at school before I go live. So I have that time, and then I'm pretty much live till I pick them up on those days. So I got about 4 hours a day, but that, I have to clean fish tanks. I have to feed the fish. I have to run errands like today. I have to do my house husband stuff. So I'm a good house husband. I go do grocery runs. I make sure the laundry. Speaking of laundry, I got to change the laundry over to the dryer. My wife does all the folding because I can't fold to her standards. So I let her do all the folding. But so Tuesdays and Thursdays, I kind of leave open. But if I do a premiere, then I got to be here to kind of interact. And I'll try it. I'll drop a video and it'll premiere, and we'll see how it goes. And then vice not going. So maybe once a week I'll drop the premiere, because then I can still take off after the premiere, because those videos won't be long. They'll be 10 to 15 minutes. So I could probably manage that dropping at 9 o'clock, because I dropped the kids off. I dropped the kids off at 8 o'clock, so I could be back here. Actually, I dropped them off at 9 a.m. Eastern, so I couldn't do that. I'd have to do like 9:30, just because I'm Central Time now. Forgot about that. So we'll see. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up a few minutes early, just because I need to go feed. I got to go feed my baby plecos. I got to go. I feed them green beans, so I got to go open a can of green beans, drain them, and then feed them, get them nice and fat and happy so I can sell them. If you guys are in the market for some fish, I have some bulk deals ready if you need some guppies, or you're looking for some blue-eyed lemon plecos. I am trying to get rid of some in bulk, just because I have a bunch of them and I have another group growing out. So I'm ready to move the bigger ones now that are of age. I'm also going to be listing those on eBay this week, probably tonight. So I'll look for a listing. That's another thing I'm going to get into is the fish side. So you guys are going to start seeing videos on how I ship fish. Can't really show you how I breed them, because you just put them in the tank and they do their thing. So it's not really there's not really a method to the madness there, but I'm going to be going over some stuff on how I clean tanks, what my routine looks like with them, food that I use, and eventually I might be adding a live stream for the fish side, but not right now. I got enough going on with these lunchtime lives. And like I said, we're going to look to add a auction possibly Wednesday nights at like, I don't know, maybe we'll go. I'm trying to think of a good time. I want to think 7 or 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. That gives people a chance to eat dinner, get home, eat dinner, whatnot. But it might push some people too late. So maybe I'll do like my live streams 7 p.m., 8 p.m. Eastern, and then go till 10. So that'll be 2 hours. I'll schedule for those. So if you guys are looking to sell some stuff live, get prepared, because I'm going to be hosting those probably starting next week if I can get 2 people that want to do it. I'm going to reach out to some people that I know do it on their channel and see if they want to come on my channel and give it a shot, where all they have to focus on is selling and let me run the auction, the chat and all that. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. Hey, Angie, how are you? There's Angie. So glad you stopped in. I'm getting ready to wrap up, so feel free to go back and watch to see any of the craziness you missed. But I was just stating that I definitely am going to look to start doing some auctions, hosting some auctions for resellers or people that want to sell things online that won't have to focus. I'll run the page, the stream, and allow them to just focus on selling and all that stuff. I can run the chat. I can run the start and stop of the bidding, all that good stuff, and just let that person that's selling focus on the selling. So look for that. I'm going to reach out to some people that might be interested. I'm going to do a video. I'll record that tonight and drop that tonight so that people, I'm sorry. But if you look, I go live. I'll be live again. I'll be live again Friday and then Saturday and Sunday. I'm sorry. But I go live, like I said, the ticker says every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I'm usually from 1 to 3. It's usually about 2 hours. But I got to go get the kids here in a little bit from school and tidy up a few things beforehand. So, yeah, the notifications are weird. Sometimes I get them. Sometimes I don't on certain people. So sometimes I go back in. If I notice I'm not getting them from a person, I unsubscribe to their channel, resubscribe, and then re-hit the bell again. And awesome. Yeah, and what I do, if you look, if you go to my homepage, the very top thing you'll see is upcoming lives. I just started listing all the lives for the week. Will be listed on Sunday, except for the lottery ticket live. And the reason that is because on Monday or Tuesday, I go get the tickets. So I can schedule a live, just the thumbnail might change, which I might do that. So all the live streams are scheduled. You can click on it and set a reminder. So I do all the live streams for the week that are up there. So you'll see Friday's live is up there. Saturday night live is up there. And after I get back from picking up the kids, the Sunday night live for lottery will be up there as well. And then I said, I'm going to post a video tonight. I'm going to post it on here, and I'm going to post a short one on Instagram, letting people know that I'm looking to host auctions. And if people are interested, let me know. I try to get at least 2. Probably could have 4 with no problem. I see people that do 4 people reseller auctions, especially with me running it. It'll just flow. I just click on the person, they sell a couple things, and we just get the flow going. And hopefully it gets especially if there are other YouTubers, it gets 4 channels all coming together. So maybe it can put a good group of people and make it a thing. So definitely be on the lookout for that. We'll be dropping a new video on tips for a beginner reseller that will drop tomorrow. So I'll be filming that tonight. It will drop tomorrow, and I will have videos on the regular dropping every Tuesday and every Thursday. So I appreciate you guys, the ones that stopped in, popped in, and took time out of their busy day to hang out or run me in the background or whatever. Look forward to meeting some of y'all in person here soon at the Reseller meetup in New Orleans. But as I close, always, I tell everybody, make sure you guys stay humble, stay hungry, stay focused. And until next time, peace.